To go in more depth about the United States, we are believers and followers of Christ. So we actually believe the word of God when it says that the United States is Babylon and the United States is under judgment. So all of those things are very real to us. And with the message from God saying you need to go, we actually just said, okay, we need to be obedient and we need to go. So we were not running away from anything. We actually had a very good life. We had been, like I said, at that point in time, 28 years married. Had been in the home that we were in for 20 years. That was our forever home. We were fine. We were good. There was nothing terrible going on in our life. We are business owners. That was going very well. So it came somewhat of a surprise, but when God delivers you for something, you don't sit back and be like, not today, maybe tomorrow.
Be moving. First to last, I believe at this point, Black Americans are past this. Are past what? We want immigrants out of our spaces and business. Africa can keep giving its wealth away like they've been doing. Just don't come to us, Black America. Brother, sister, be moving. What are you saying? Listen, last I checked, Black Americans represent about 13% of the United States. Last I checked, Black Americans were not doing too good in the United States as a whole. I got a whole lot of Christ follower brother and sisters who live a righteous life, who love the Lord and love all people and do right things, are trying to live a righteous life, pay their taxes, live right, all of that. I know a lot of them there that do that. But what exactly are you speaking of? What exactly are you talking about? I believe at this point, Black Americans are past this. We want immigrants out of our spaces. Look, I don't want anybody to be anywhere illegal. Period, point blank. I think that's wrong. I think that that's wrong. But if you really think Black Americans are paying that type of attention, I got a debate with you on that one. I don't think we care enough. I don't know if we ever cared enough. I don't think well, let me say it this way. I don't think we care about the right things enough. I think we are, and I'm including myself because I was there. I think we're very much a distracted people. We mind our business per se, and it's all about us. And it's not all about us as a collective. It's all about us individually. For whatever reason, for whatever how long, we rob from each other. We don't help each other. We rob from each other. I'm really more concerned about somebody with brown skin taken from me than somebody else. That's really how it feels in America. And you can disagree if you like, but it just doesn't feel. I mean, don't get me wrong. Now, I'm not saying South Africa is any different than that. I have major concerns about brown skin over here too. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying when you say we're tired of immigrants, I agree that no one should be anywhere illegal. I agree, but I don't agree with the way ICE is kicking in doors at 10 p.m. at night or doing stuff gangster type. I don't agree with that, not by no means. But I'm saying to you though is I have in my mind such a high expectation of Black Americans. I had such a very high expectation. I wanted us to do so much, to do so better. I wanted us to become or go back to that nuclear family. I wanted us to stop with this crazy gender war with woman and man. I wanted us to stop with fathers not being in the home, mothers being angry, all this junk that we have now found ourselves in. I wanted it to stop. I wanted us to see that this was not the way to be. And oh man, all the exposure within the church with the pastors, it's sad to me. It's sad to me that we couldn't get it right and we didn't care enough to get it right. I'm actually done with the white man being the person that we're blaming. I want us so bad to understand, to be accountable for our own choices. This is really what I want. wanted. This is just me talking. This is what I wanted for us. But I realized that I don't know. I don't know why we don't want to be accountable. This is as a whole. This part is as a whole. As a collective, we don't do together. It's individual. We individual. It's always a selfish. What's good for me. Again, there are some of us there. There were some of us there that fought and wanted to be different. We wanted that nuclear family. We understood that a man and a woman could raise children in a family, and we would be much better off. Some of us actually understood that, but there was a lot of us that did not understand the role of a man, didn't understand the role of a woman, and then just didn't want to have nothing to do with no part of it ever again. And we didn't understand that this is what's ruining us. This is America I'm talking about, y'all. We couldn't understand that this is what ruins us. And I don't think anybody cared too much. So that's what I think. Be moving. That's what I think. I'm listening, sister. I won't rant too long. Look, I want you to hit the link because I am so frustrated with us. Hit the link. Because what is there to say? It's totally obvious. My Black family in America, we have gotten so lost, so far away from what the expectation is or what the standard is. And then on the flip side, we want to pretend that Christ is only for us. We foul. I'm not saying the white man ain't foul. Don't get me wrong. But I ain't never heard, and I ain't gonna say I don't listen to white people, but I ain't never heard a white man say, Christ is just for the white folks. I've never heard anybody say that. And I also have never heard a white man say Christ, he's white. I've never heard that. Although they have the images, don't get me wrong, y'all. I see the images. I realize, some things are subliminal. I understand, but I have never heard them speak that way. But I heard a Black man say, he was asked 3 times, do you love your neighbor? He said, yeah. He said, yeah, 3 times, I love my neighbor. Then the man asked, do you love a white man? No. I'm thinking, what? And he said he was a Christian. I'm like, the man asked you, did you love your neighbor? So this man was like, my neighbor Black. I was like, oh God, what was wrong with us? What is wrong with us? I just think we at a time, and if y'all ain't catching the atmosphere yet, where exposure is out there, everything has been exposed. So many crazy, unexplainable things are happening. So much crime is happening. People just don't care. A young lady sitting on the train. This man gets up and just unalives her for no reason. And you know what he said? He said, he killed her. I think it was because he thought she was reading his mind or something like that. She didn't say a word to him. We had another one, a man on a train again, set this woman on fire at 7:00 in the morning. So I'm saying all this because I want y'all to pay attention. This is the things that are happening.